even to get like meetings and shit. They're like, what's his following? Now they go there and they'll be like, oh, he's got a decent following, blah, blah, blah. And then I tell them and they're like, oh, that's interesting. Why didn't you go with Aristotle? And it's like, well, because it's a whole fucking thing.
Dude, it's so interesting that the Hollywood model has shifted to what your following is now.
Yep.
Like, dude, they do it for books.
Yep.
They want the analytics, and that goes towards part of your advance and everything else. Mm-hmm. There was a bunch of listeners that always hit me up with like, hey, dude, I'm writing this book. How do I get an agent? How do I get a thing? And I'm like, man, you have no social media following.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, they won't even touch you anymore.
Yeah.
Because they want you to do all your own promotion.
Exactly.
So they don't want to do any of the work.
Yep.
And I feel terrible because I'll get these DMs from some listeners all the time. And they're like, hey, dude, I got this great book. And the idea sounds great. But then they have 300 followers. And I'm like,
yeah.
An agent will shoot you down. A manager will shoot you down. And a publisher won't even touch you at that level.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's sad because, I feel like so many people are so talented.
I know.
And, even like comedians, musicians, so many people are so talented and they just get held up in like their own self-promotion and marketing, or they don't know how to fucking, play with the algorithm now. Mm-hmm. And they just get left behind and you're just like, wait, but this guy's the best. He's so fucking funny. And, they're so talented. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. The situation used to be that, there were talent scouts. Right? They were looking for people, for whom they could drag the talent out of them somehow.
Yeah.
And now it's like the market is so oversaturated, but only in that avenue. Like in independent media, it's actually way better because typically instead of 20 to 30% of your material landing with the entire audience, like 90% will land with this part, 20%, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's way higher. It's like 60 to 80% of your material lands with the audience because they came looking for you. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. It's better for advertisers too. Like it's been a slow,
because it's more niche.
Yeah, it's been a slow move, but over the last year or so, you'll see independent media CPMs going up to like from $20 to like $60 per 1,000 impressions.
I believe
you know
it.
What I mean? Which is, that's like a triple the normal rate because the data and analytics are so good now. They know that it's going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's technically better, but still there's nobody. It's not true that there's nobody, but there's not a whole lot of infrastructure to find these independent, talented artists who don't know how to market themselves.
Exactly. So it's kind of like one of those things where you have to like stumble upon it while looking for something else. And, that's difficult. So when you have like a following or whatever, it's a lot easier to build an independent, sort of like an independent lane, which is something that I did over the pandemic with a few of my comic buddies in LA. We started a golf podcast because...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Now you're speaking a language, son.
No.
We bet on golf every week.
Do you guys?
Oh, yeah.
That's so fun. Do you guys... Who'd you take last week?
So, well, I can get Delco. It's your time to shine. Go ahead and put the camera on yourself. You've earned it today. You've earned it.
Okay, I mean, you took Max Homa last week, so he won.
Wow.
So I took Max Homa last week. I won $4,000 last week.
Wow.
Yeah, but you didn't know his name until Delco said it.
No. I've bet on him twice this year, and he's won a bunch in the last 2 years.
He's been in the running.
Yeah.
If you bet him top 20 every time, you're going to win money.
Golf is very streaky. And
it is very streaky.
If you get on the right guy, you look, Scotty Scheffler. I will not bet against him. I didn't this week either. Delco, tell everybody who you bet on today.
This week we're on Sebastian Munoz, who shot 12 under today.
Wow.
12 under. He shot a 60.
That's like probably a course record.
Well, I don't know, maybe. But
It's an easy course.
Whoever wins this is going to be like 28 to 32 over or under.
It's
right?
going to be like 23, 24 under.
Yeah. Well, he's halfway there on day one.
On day one.
Day one.
I love that, dude. He's great.
So
Who else is on your?
So I picked Joaquin Neiman this week, and then I can't go against Scheffler. So I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're at right now. When we pre-taped this show for Sunday.
I'm on Johnny Vegas and Will Zalatoris.
Which one's the home guy?
Zalatoris. So Scheffler. I mean,
that's
every
right. Yeah,
PGA
Scheffler
Tour player that is basically from Dallas.
Lives there.
Well,
And we have a gambling advertiser. Shout out to mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles your deposits. They have the best golf odds.
Nice.
So you can go top 20s, top 10s, all that shit.
That's cool.
And like he's a messiah of top 20s and all that other shit.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I only pick winners.
That a boy.
I don't.
No.
Gonna go with.
Fuck that. Don't fuck around. We don't fuck around with not winning at this house.
No.
Who else is on the show?
So it's me, my buddy Jake Adams, Griff Pippin, and Mark Smalls, who's actually going to be here this weekend with me at the Vulcan Room. So that's,
Everybody's doing Vulcan, dude.
Yeah.
That's the jam these days. Rogan's up there a bunch all the time.
Yeah. He's got a bunch of shows coming up. But yeah, literally during quarantine in LA, because everything was literally shut down, the only thing to do was golf. And my buddy Jake had this opportunity to go on like this golf RV trip where we went around to a bunch of different courses, and we filmed a bunch of content. And I had never met Griff or Mark, and we just all had such this just crazy chemistry. So we decided to start a podcast during quarantine, and now it's become, I believe, like the number 4 or 5 golf podcast. We're going around.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Country Club Adjacent.
Okay.
And so we're going
a great
around.
name.
We get brought out to tournaments and shit, and we're all like within the 5 handicaps.
Yeah.
So we're all pretty good sticks, and it's been quite the random but exciting journey. But it takes me back to going down this an independent lane in a niche area, and it's grown into something that none of us could have ever predicted.
Well, you got to hook up with us at the Waste Management next year.
Cool.
It's
We'll be there.
Waste
Yeah.
Management is Friday or Thursday through Sunday, and then Sunday is the Super
Is
Bowl.
the Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl,
So we'll
yeah.
be at the
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
Bowl, and it's going to be fucking awesome.
Yep.
Brian Urlacher is our co-host on
Oh, nice.
the NFL show, and he lives there.
And he loves to play golf too, so he'll
Yeah,
That's
he'll be there.
great.
he'll definitely.
We're
be
actually
there.
doing a golf event, June 20th in Nashville?
19th, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also in
Nice.
September,
With-
right?
Yeah, and then
In
it's
September,
as well,
obviously, yeah.
Okay.
But this one's with John Daly.
Okay.
Have you guys had John Daly on the show?
We haven't had him on the show, but we've done content with him.
He's the fucking best.
He's got
I know.
all the stories.
the best.
I wasn't there the day that they were shooting with him, but the stories that they were telling me, like, he just his drink of choice on the golf course is just a handle of vodka.
Vodka, yeah.
Just straight out of the bottle.
and
It's real.
or a
Yeah.
styrofoam cup sometimes. If it's in public and he doesn't want to get in trouble, it's a styrofoam cup.
I mean, it's spectacular.
So when we started the day, he was in a General Lee cart.
Okay.
Him and Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
yeah, Kid Rock shows up in one of the original General Lees and gets out of it, goes to the clubhouse, and drives out in a General Lee golf.
correct.
Jesus.
Like, all right,
He's very on brand.
Let's take it easy.
Yeah, wow.
Very
That's
on brand.
Very on brand. Was he
we're-
wearing shoes?
No.
Okay.
John
was
wasn't.
not, no,
John
he
was
never-
not.
John never
Yeah.
wears shoes.
So with him, because I was like, "Hey, I'm Ross. I'll be doing the interview with you on the ninth hole, whatever. Just want to introduce myself." And he goes, "Drinkin Bros, right?" I go, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Man, why don't you have a sip of this?" He took the styrofoam cup out. It was all the way filled to the top, and it was clear. And I didn't know. I just took a huge gulp. It was straight vodka, warm.
Oh,
Not one cube of ice. Not even a hint.
disgusting. How much do you have to
ice in
hate
there.
yourself for that to be your drink of choice?
Well, here's the crazier thing. There's a guy behind me. Can you see? Yeah, it's Ray Cashcare behind me, right there. Navy SEAL. That's how he answers the phone. Former Navy SEAL Ray Cashcare.
Wow.
He's fucking hilarious. But so we did the interview. By the time he got to us, that styrofoam cup was gone, and there was a 12-pack of Coors Light, and about 9 of them were gone from the 12.
Nice.
And he bets Ray $10,000.
No, it's Kid Rock bet John $10,000 that he could hit the ball out of Ray's mouth without hitting him.
Without hitting him.
Yeah.
And so he
is-
put a fucking tee in his mouth
see.
and did it. And that video went viral on like Barstool and
Oh,
all that other shit.
I've seen this video.
That was us. We were there that day. And like, dude, because the crazier part was Ray didn't know how much John had drank at that point.
No.
Oh,
So, I mean, that was when that video took place.
Here's the shot if you want to see
And it's a perfect shot.
yeah.
I mean, it goes 300 right down the center.
Effortless.
Of the fairway.
Yeah.
It's crazy.